Welcome in, everyone. This is Olive Trading Post, Wonders of the First box break stream. I'm Steve-O, aka Detonator17, and we have the final type of box to show you. So if you check out my previous videos here on YouTube, I did a 3x play booster box opening, which was the lowest level of box you can have. Same size looking box as this, but in terms of guaranteed hits and everything, it's lower. I just did a dragon box opening, which is the highest level where everything's formless foil. Now we're doing a collector's booster box. So as you can see here, this is fully sealed, brand new box. For this box, it operates the same as a play booster box. There's 30 packs, 12 cards per pack. So we're going to have 360 cards plus a little box topper. The difference is the box topper is a gold pack. It is not one of the wanted cards like we're used to seeing in the play booster boxes. It is going to be a special alternate artwork card. It could be from any orbital out of the 6. It could be common, uncommon, rare, epic, mythic, or one of the stones. And there is a potential that you could get those cards as an OCM as well in that pack. So we'll save that pack for last once we open this up. For the other 30 packs, you're guaranteed 2 classic foil cards instead of 1. And now you're going to get either classic foil tokens or you're going to get formless foil cards. So a lot of good stuff coming in terms of higher level cards. On top of that, we're going to get between anywhere from 5 to 9 mythics is the average. And as we can see in the upper right hand corner here, you're guaranteed either a celebrity autograph or a serialized foil card. So serialized foil, that is your OCM. So commons out of 99, uncommons out of 75, rare out of 50, epic out of 25, mythic out of 10, or a stone foil, which is the one of ones. Or you're guaranteed an autograph of one of the stone seekers, such as Tom Felton. So that's going to be in one of the 30 packs. We don't know which one. So let's hop into it. So we're going to take the scissors here, gently open this box up. All right, sorry about that. If you hear a little beep in the background, I had my Microsoft Teams on. But all right, here we go. All right, so we open this up. I'm so excited for this. I've only opened one of these before, collectors. I've opened a lot of play booster boxes. I have one more coming, so you'll get one more video of a play booster box opening. That'll probably be the last box break video you'll see for set 2 Call of the Stones. I'm pretty much done buying cards. I'm just trying to trade to finish a playset of everything and figure out what I need for that Dragon Cup that I kind of talked about a little bit last video, or one of the most recent videos. So I'm probably done opening boxes after this one and that last play booster. But here we go. So this here is the access to the Discord. The wording is right there. You can scan that. Join it. If you're interested in getting into Wonders of the First, come into the chat. There's a general chat where you can talk about trying to get cards or boxes, stuff like that. This just gives you some keywords on the new set for set 2 here. There is that gold pack. We'll put that right there. You'll be able to see it on screen, but it'll just sit there. And then we have 30 packs. 10, 10, and 10. Let's move this off the screen. What I will do is I am going to mix these packs up. There is no guarantee that like the OCM or the mythics are kind of together anyway, but it's always a little fun to make everything random. So the mythics could be the first few cards we see. The mythics could be like the last cards we see. We have no idea. All right. So we'll keep a stack there. We'll keep a stack there. And we'll keep a stack right there. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So the style I'm going to do this is I'm going to open the first pack, leave it in the normal organization fashion, and then we'll just kind of talk through the cards real quick for the first like 2 packs. So you'll see the orbitals, you'll see the rarity levels, you'll kind of see what to expect. Then for the rest of the packs, we're going to skip over kind of the commons and uncommons and get right into the good stuff. So here we go. Play boosters had 3 cards in the back that you would bring to the front in order to save the last card, the best card for last for that classic foil. These, I believe, have 2, but we're just going to see this one normally, and then we'll adjust. All right, so we're starting off. Quasar Light Hope. So this is a boundless card. You can see right there with that symbol in the corner. It is an uncommon. This is a boundless uncommon as well. Celestia Pathstrider. We have Elder Buckham. Buckan. Rare. Petrian. Different symbol. We have a rare Light Tap, which is Umbrathine. We have our first epic, which is Star Peeper Glass. This is Thalwyn. There's E for epic. We have another epic, which is a Solera Vortex Render. I think a Vortex Mender, boundless. All right, so now we get to that classic foil. So here you can see classic foil has that silver border around it. This is also Thalwyn common. And I'm going to make a separate pile over here. You know what? I'm going to move this gold pack. You'll still be able to see it right there. So I can just make piles of cards off to my right-hand side. We have another common, which is Boundless Transitions End. And then we have a Formless Foil Rare, Experiment Z9 V3-7. It's rare. You can see it goes all the way to the sides to make that Formless Foil. And then we have a common, Genko the 6th. This is Heliosynth. And another common, which is Sulfera, Lava Hound of the Core. And then a third common in the very back, Radiant Shatter, which is Thalwind. That was 3 commons in the back. Let me count these real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cards. So 12 cards is accurate. That had 3 commons in the back. I thought there was only supposed to be 2. So I'm just going to open the packs the way we just did, just to be safe, because I don't want to be pulling the Mythic too early. I don't want to actually bring the Mythic to the front. That would ruin the fun for all of us. Oh, this pack did not want to open. There we go. The last thing to call out is, like I said, that OCM could be anywhere in these 30 packs. I do have a bunch of sleeves and top loaders over here, so any Mythic or OCM will get sleeved and top loaded, which we'll keep right here on the screen afterwards, so you can see what we're hitting. If we hit a stone foil autograph, I'll do the same thing to keep it protected. We'll put it into a mag case later, off recording here. But hitting a stone foil will be awesome. Stone foils are 1 of 1. They have like a really nice gold background or border, and then it's a super unique artwork to it to make it that 1 of 1. But all right, so here we go again. I'll do this one more time for this pack, and then we'll just kind of speed through. So Boundless Uncommon, Crocum Pond Watcher, Teal Cosmic Bloom, Boundless Uncommon. This is our first story token. So it does say rare, and it is Thalwind, but it has this little quill. That means it's a story token. It means it connects to a specific person, which is Xander Cloudwright. So this goes in a separate pile for the Xander cards. So pull that off over here. We have a rare Quarian Hermit, which is Petrian. We have an epic, a Tombstone Purgatory, which is Umbrathine. We have a common, Verdant Grove. So the order here is all over the place, because we haven't hit the classic foils yet. Those are coming next. So for whatever reason, this spot had a story token before it, but now this is a common card. But it should be, 2 cards in the back here. We're trying to pull those to the front. So at least 2 cards in the back I'm going to pull to the front, and then we'll figure it out from there. So we have Sergeant Ironfur, common Petrian. Oops, sorry, there we go. Sulfera common, Suneye Warhold. Another story token, Magnetic Entity, also Thalwind, also Xander. We have and then this common here, Verdant Grove, common. We have a common classic foil, Rustram version 9. We have a Time Temple, classic foil, boundless common. And then we have a token, which is the normal spot. So having a token at the very back. All right, so here we go. So we're going to go a little bit faster. I'm going to pull the back 2 cards to the front. That should always be 2 commons. And then we will speed through the first part of the cards. Once we get towards the classic foils, we'll slow down. because a mythic could be classic foil, it could be formless foil, or it could be paper. So here we go. So common, another story token, uncommon, uncommon, rare, epic, epic, common, common story token in classic foil, epic classic foil of Terminus the Spirit Cage, formless foil, Vortex Veil City, Thalwyn common, and then a Gemblade Sword common in the back. You will know when we get to the OCM, I will slow down on that as well. There's going to be a border. The border is going to be whatever color the orbital is. So if you see kind of like a green border, you know it's going to be a Petrian, red is Sulfera, etc. So whatever orbital it is, you see the background color here is like red, you're going to have a border around that card that's red. But then we'll see what rarity it is, and we'll see what card number it is and what it is. We would love to see that rarity say an M, or to get a gold card and be a stone foil or an autograph. All right, so here we go again. So common, story token, uncommon, uncommon. We have right there, that is a rare Chio Pathfinder. We have an epic Sunscar City. We have an epic Whispering Willows. Common. Common classic foil. Rare classic foil. Epic formless foil. And we get the Cedar Shade Grundle epic formless foil. And then a common in the back. So it looks like there might be 3 commons in the back every time. All right, so we have a rare, a common, and an epic formless foil so far. Pretty good. So you're guaranteed, again, you're guaranteed 1 formless foil or a classic foil token in every pack. That is going to be the, in this case, the, 9th card in the pack. So we're going to go 1, 2, and let me just, I just want to see. Did I do it right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I guess it's 3 cards will come to the front. So common, 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 uncommon, uncommon, uncommon story token, rare, epic, Charcoal Whispering Cat, another epic, Captain's Shard, Nyx Fleetfoot, classic foil, Celestial Tidegazer, uncommon, classic foil, and an uncommon Celestial Tidegazer. There you go. That's a fun comparison. So the classic foil to the formless foil, same card. You can see the border artwork goes on the left card, goes all the way to the side. So formless foil is pretty much borderless. But that's a pretty cool comparison side by side. All right, here we go. Per usual, I'm involved in a Whatnot box break right now for Wonders of the First. So I'm kind of glancing over to see what's happening. I have 1 mythic spot, which I hit already. That is... Oh, that'll allow me to know if there's a token or a formless foil here. So in this case, it's going to be a token. So we'll only do 2 cards off the back. But all right, here we go. Common, common. Another story token, common. Uncommon. Story token, uncommon. Growmash, rare. Rare story token, Vein Render. You get all the story tokens. Another story token, Kaya's Goggles in Epic. This one I will put into a penny sleeve right now. I will keep, and I'm going to put it in a top loader, you know, just to protect it for the rest of the stream at least. I might take it out of the top loader later. It does not want to go all the way in. Hold on a second. There we go. So that's the best card we have so far. Kaya's Electric Magnetic Goggles. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. We'll put Kaya's Goggles right there. So we hit in this singular pack a common, uncommon, rare, and epic paper story tokens. Could we hit a story token classic foil, or formless foil, or one of the characters, the Stone Seekers? All right, we have a common, We have a common classic foil. And we have a rare classic foil, and then the token. So did not hit all. We didn't hit the whole shebang. We hit common, uncommon, rare, and epic, which is a pretty good hit for one pack. That's wild. Usually you might get one story token per pack, not that many. All right, so 1, 2, we'll put to the front. And then I guess we can slide the third up to the front. From this side. Actually, we can just, it doesn't matter. So common, 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 uncommon, uncommon. Uncommon story token. Rare, boundless. Epic, nope, sorry, another rare Sulfera. Epic, Ironhorn the Unstoppable. Romero Legis, common, boundless, classic foil. There's our first mythic. So you can see that M right there. So we're going to slide this. This is a token. We're going to slide the token up. Boom. So token. Cool. So this here is a mythic Umbrathian card. Or Umbrathine. I'm not sure how it's officially pronounced in the lore. So this could be any mythic level card that is Umbrathine. There is, in the base set, 72 mythic cards. I believe it's evenly split across each orbital. 12 apiece. It is. I know for a fact it is. It's 12 apiece. So there's 11 cards per orbital that are mythic plus 1 stone token. So the Umbrathian stone. This could be one of those. Or there is Lord Carif Duskwane, who is one of the Stone Seekers. This could be him or any of his story tokens. So if we look, we'll do it this way. Hold on. We'll see if it's a story token or not. It is not a story token. It has a power of 5. Or a cost of 5. Power's in the top right corner. So this is going to be one of those Umbrathian mythics. It's not. It is Lord Carif Duskwane. That's hilarious. I forgot. He counts. He has a power. Story tokens would have the quill, but he, as a character, does not. So boom. First mythic is a classic foil, and it is of one of our Stone Seekers, Lord Carif Duskwane. That is a great hit right off the bat. We should have at least 4 to 7 or 8 more to go for mythics. There's chance for formless foil mythics as well. That is a great hit, though. If you're interested, kind of like, oh, how much does it cost to buy one of these boxes? How much is this card worth? Like, do you make your money back if you decide to sell cards? The box at retail, if you were to happen to get it at retail when the game or the set 2 went on sale, it was about $375 to $400. These now sell for between $450 to $475, like through a reseller or through someone in Discord. So I got it for, I think, about $450 via trade. This card here, because it's a Stone Seeker, the card value is higher, but it's also a classic foil. This is about a $100 card. He is, out of all the Stone Seekers, kind of the cheapest of them all. But it still goes for about $100 for a classic foil of Duskwane. So right there, that singular card paid for about over 20% of the total box cost for me. Equivalent of what the box would have cost. With plenty more to go, and again, we have that OCM out there somewhere. We have this gold pack that could have an OCM or some amazing mythic in it. Did that all wrong. We have a token. I saw it already. So 1, 2, 3. That's fine. All right. Common, 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 uncommon, uncommon, story token, Dread Sight. We're going to get like every story token. A wanted. So if you remember the play booster boxes, we had those wanted cards. Big old word wanted on top. It was like one of the characters. This here is number 220. This is the base level of the wanted. Then there's a few alternate artworks of this card. And then you have all the other cards with the characters on them. So there's a rare. We have another rare from Thalwind. We have an epic from Sulfera. We have another epic. This one is Petrian. We have a common. We know this is a token, because I accidentally looked ahead. We have a common, and we have an epic, formless, or classic foil, sorry. Sturm the Uniter. Not too shabby. This is one of those days where it's like, okay, we've gone through, I think, 10 packs already. I think it's been about 10 packs. And we have only hit 1 mythic. All right, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And do it that way. There we go. So common, common, story token. There's another one. Uncommon, uncommon, another story token. I think we haven't hit them all, obviously. There's, let's see. There are 6 story tokens per character. So times 7 characters, so 42 story tokens. We have hit over 10 of them, and we've hit different ones. So a good amount of story tokens. And then obviously the one epic right here so far. So a good amount of the lower level ones. We would love to see some mythic story tokens, especially in Formless Foil. Sorry about that. My phone tweaked out. All right, so we got a rare Umbrathine, a rare Sulfera, an epic Patria, a common Boundless, common Boundless classic foil, uncommon Helio classic foil, and a token. That was a rough pack. That's one of the probably the lowest type of packs you can get. Just a token, a classic, or common and uncommon classic foil, having an extra common in there. All right, so again, 1, 2, 3. Common, 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 uncommon, uncommon. Uncommon. That's interesting. So the 3 commons, fine, but a third uncommon. Rare, which is the rare Lavender rare card for Umbrathine. Another rare, Mossbite's Respite. An epic, Dabu Dawn Rider. A common classic foil. Another common classic foil. And a third common, but this is Nyx Fleetfoot in Formless Foil. Very interesting. I expected something like of a banger type card there for having an extra uncommon. But guess not. That was just unlucky. Alright. So again, 1, 2, 3. Common, common. Common story token. Uncommon, uncommon. Rare Sulfera. Epic Heliosynth. No, sorry, rare Heliosynth. Then we have an epic Heliosynth. Common. Common classic foil. Common classic foil. And a token. That also not a great pack. That's like 3 packs in a row that have been a little rough. All right, so hopefully we can turn this around. Again, we have, I believe I put 12 packs over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. So we'll keep that down to, actually we'll move these over, okay. So 10 packs here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 packs here. So we've already opened 11 packs out of 30. So over a third of the packs. Whoops. Sorry about that. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. So you opened about a third of the packs, and we have only hit 1 mythic so far. We should be getting, again, anywhere from 4 to 8 more mythics. All right, 1, 2, 3. So there's your common, 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 uncommon, uncommon, rare Sulfera, rare Heliosynth, epic Sulfera, which this I think is one of the cards I need to complete my set, and another mythic. Okay, so this mythic here, you can see it says mythic, it's the M, it is a golden background, it is a Heliosynth. So if we slide this way, it is a spell from Heliosynth. And it is All Glory. That is what I would have expected with this card over here. So All Glory, huge cost on it, but is a major card if you can play this towards the end of the game. Absolutely insane card play. But then, boom, there's that mythic. So let's put that into a sleeve here and into a top loader. They also have in these packs, so I just opened a mythic in paper. There is a chance for a double mythic. You can get a formless foil mythic in the back of the pack. So we have a common, we have another common, and we did not hit a formless foil mythic, but we did hit an uncommon of self-decimating lightning. That's such a cool artwork on that card for that formless foil. All right, so mythic number 2. All Glory, solid card. I actually have that in one of the test decks that I'm building. There is a competition coming up in exactly 1 month from when I'm recording this. On the 26th of June, it starts over that weekend in Vegas, and I am constructing a deck, and right now that card is in the deck. All right, so common story token. Uncommon, uncommon. A third uncommon again. Can this one turn it around and be better? Rare for Petrian. Rare for Thalwyn. Epic for Boundless. And then back to the common classic foil. Uncommon classic foil. And then a token. It looks like sometimes they have where if you have, especially in the Dragon box specifically, if you have a extra common or extra uncommon or something like that, you know it's going to be a good hit. That's just how the math works. Or it's going to be a token OCM in a Dragon box. It could be an Echo or a token OCM. But it looks like in these collectors, sometimes it just means you got bad cards. Another Whistle Grip. All right, so common, story token. Uncommon, uncommon. Rare, Mechanicsburg Flight Suits for Thalwyn. Epic, Hot Streamer. Another epic. Oh, hold on, let's see. Let's peek on the... We have another epic. Okay, good. Okay, another epic on the story tokens. So we have now hit 2 of the 2 of the 7 epic story tokens out of all the different characters. We can see we have a token here at the back. So let's we have an epic here. Let's get rid of that token. Boom. All right, what do we got next though? We have another mythic. So this is now Solfera. You can see it's a power of 8, so it's going to be a wonder. It is Great Horn Prismantian. I believe I might need this one as well. So that is a great hit. Sleeves do not want to slide in today. There we go. All right, let me check. You know what? I'm sitting in front of my computer as I'm recording this. Great Horn Prismantian I did need. All Glory I did not need. So that is a brand new card that I did need to add to my collection to help complete the playset. I did pull off the Thunderstrike card. I do not need that one, actually, so I'll put that one back in the pile. I thought I needed it, but I need Thunder Quill, not Thunderstrike. All right, but we have one new mythic that I did not have prior. And then we have a common and a rare in classic foil. All right, 3 mythics down. I'm hoping this isn't one of the boxes that hits exactly 5. Like, give us like 7, 8, 9. Come on. Again, we still have plenty of packs. We got, after this one that I'm opening right now, 15 more to go. All right. So bring forward 1, 2, 3. So common, 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 uncommon, uncommon, uncommon. All right, rare. Riley, sorry, there we go. Riley Stormrider. Another rare Thalwind. Agent Mordecai. Epic. Laurelin Gleanfinder. Common, classic foil. Uncommon, classic foil. This is actually one of the cards, this is the only card I own, that I own 2 OCMs on. So I have 2 of the serialized cards. Uncommons are out of 75, and I currently own 2 of those 75 I've gotten lucky to get. I would much rather get a 1 of 1 or mythic levels OCMs, but I end up getting 2 of these. Plus I have a bunch of others, but... And a token. Oh, that is our OCM. I didn't pay attention. I saw the blue around the token. I should have paid attention more. There is number 9 of 99, Reef Raider. Token OCM. I did see the T, and I'm like, why is the T this color? That looks a little weird. Unfortunately, this is the worst of the OCMs that you can get in the box. So as I mentioned, you can get commons, uncommons, rare, epic, mythic, 1 of 1s, as well as tokens, story tokens and tokens. Tokens are the lowest level. There are 36 different cards that fit into the tokens, so it is the mathematically more likely one to get in these boxes, but in terms of cost and value, it is at the lower end, which is unfortunate. So that means no autograph in this box. It means no... Unless somehow, I believe you're only guaranteed 1. I don't think you can get a second OCM in the box unless it's in that gold pack. So, unfortunately, we got the lowest level. So, hopefully, the other mythics that are in this box will help make up for that. Because, again, we're still expecting at least 2 more mythics, minimum. But hopefully more. And hopefully a formless foil mythic. I don't remember if you're guaranteed a formless foil mythic. But I think a lot of times... you'll see 1 in one of these. All right, so another story token there. Uncommon, uncommon. Rare, Heroic Fortune. Rare, Jed. Epic, Abandoned Hope. Oh, there we go. Common, Ascension Tower. Common, Classic Foil. Uncommon, Classic Foil. Common, Formless Foil. All right. All right. Common, common, story token. Uncommon, uncommon, uncommon. Rare from Petrian. Rare from Umbrathine. Epic. We have our third. Let me hold on. Peek here. Okay. We have our third epic hit for the story tokens. So that's 3 out of 7 now that we have hit epic story tokens. We have not seen a mythic story token yet. I would love to see some mythic story tokens. That is also part of what I'm trying to collect, is the mythic story tokens to finish some sets off. We do have a token back here. See that already. We have a common classic foil, and we have another mythic classic foil. It is Petrian. It is a 8. It is not a story token. It is Verdantia, Breath of Life. This is one of the first forms that they call it. First Forms 2.0 is the grouping it's called. But that is very nice. So far, really unfortunate low-level OCM, but 2 classic foil mythics. A character, Stone Seeker of Lord Care of Duskwayne, and the Verdantia. Plus, as I knock some cards over, I'm going to put this up here so you can see it. Boom, there we go. Plus 2 paper mythics. So we're at 4 mythics total. We have a total of 13 packs to go. Again, I really hope for at least 2 to 5 more. All right. All right, so boom, again, common, 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 uncommon, uncommon, rare. All right, a little bit better already. Rare, Epic Story Token. All right, that is now number 4. That is our 4th Epic Story Token for 4 different Stone Seekers. This is the best Stone Seeker in terms of, he is the one on the cover. It is Tom Felton here as Valen Voss. This is his Infinite Fractal Core. If you're wondering how these work, if you have Valen Voss, the character, so like I have Lord Dustwing here. If I have Lord Dustwing on the field, in play, and I use his ability, which says, on play and tap free, create a story token. I can then play his specific story tokens. So if I had a Valen Voss out there, I could play this if I had this in my hand, which it says Equipped Wonder gets +2. Equipped Wonder then gets also an ability, tap free, which means you don't spend an action, but you spend your turn to do it. Whenever a player sacrifices a legendary item this round, you may banish that target wonder. So that's pretty crazy. So if you're playing against a deck like a Lord Kareth, where the Umbrathians sacrifice cards to be able to get some more benefits, and they sacrifice a legendary item, when that's active, boom, that target wonder, gone. All right, so we had another epic here. Let's see what we got. We have another epic, the Cloak of Eternal Dusk. Hold on, let's check there. That is number 5. So this is our 5th epic now. All for 5 of the 7 different characters. We are only missing, I believe, Xander's. Yeah, we are missing Xander's and Roman. So Roman Silvershot, who's a Heliosynth, and Xander, who's Thawin, we're missing. So this here is the one that goes with Lord Kareth. The ability on this one, whenever a wonder you control here dies, you may sacrifice this card instead, or not instead, you may sacrifice this card. If you do, return that wonder back to the realm. So you get a card that goes, you sacrifice this, that wonder comes back, and if it has like an on-play effect or entering back into the world effect, it can then trigger again because it now had left the world and now came back. All right. Common, but as a story token. Epic, or non-story token. I'm like, oh, another story token. Epic classic foil. And a rare formless foil. Stuart the Selfish. All right. So that was wild. All right, 1, a 2, and a 3. Common, 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 uncommon, uncommon. Rare story token, custom rangefinder. This is for Roman. Rare Umberthine. Rare Patrian. Epic Umberthine. Classic foil common. Classic foil common, but is a story token for Valen. And a token. All right, this is pack number 20. So this will be the 2/3 mark of the box. Again, we had that gold topper at the very back, or the very end that we'll do that's still off here on the side. That could have an amazing card in it. Just, again, if you hit a Mythic OCM or a Stone OCM, those are very valuable cards. So hopefully that is our redemption factor. We got a mediocre token OCM here, but there's something big over there. All right, so common, common, story token. Uncommon, uncommon, rare Sulfera. Epic, that's a good start. We have epics that early. We have another mythic. This is Sulferin. It is an item. This could be a Sulferin stone. I do need a Sulferin stone. I've been in discussion with another person on the Discord to trade for a Sulferin stone, where I give him my Umbrathian stones, since I have so many. That trade might not need to happen. If this is a Sulferin stone, it's not. This here is Crimson Reaver, the Bloodline Ender. And then we'll take a peek here. That goes back to being a common. Alright, so Crimson Reaver is just one of the mythics. So it's one I already have. Definitely useful to people who are using a Sulfuran orbital in their deck. I personally am not. Alright, so we're going to move these up here. So we'll keep the classic foils and a formless foil mythics here. We'll keep those right there. Alright, so now we have a common. We do have a token in the back. Alright, we have another common classic foil and an uncommon classic foil. Alright, final 10 packs, and we're at 5 mythics. So we are at the very base that you're pretty much guaranteed to get in these boxes. Obviously, we want to do better than that. We have 10 packs, so if we look at it, we've averaged about 2 per 10 packs, plus the OCM. So really 3 per 10 packs. 2 with 2 mythics and an OCM, and then 3 mythics. So let's hit 3 more mythics, would be wonderful. Specifically hitting like a Valen Voss, or a formless foil of one of the Stone Seekers. Alright, common, common, story token common, uncommon, 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 rare, Heliosynth, rare, Umbrathian, mythic, power of 3. This, I know what this is. I got a peek at the corner there. You might have seen some words written right here. This is going to have a quill in the bottom corner right there. This is Yoella. Yoella is the mythic story for Drazier Bonelock. Let's take a quick peek, okay? So this is the mythic story token for Drazier Bonelock. Very good card to have. Drazier Bonelock has some of the best mythics in the game. And Yoella is one of the most sought-after cards, specifically like in Formless Foil. Her effect, if you have Drazier out there, whenever an opponent attacks here being the realm, which is these lanes, that she is in, you can tap this card. If you do, that opponent sacrifices one of their wonders that they're using to attack. So very, very powerful card, where you could have an opponent who has like a power 10, and that's all they have, and they're going to come at you. And Yoella's like, no, I don't think so, and just destroys that card. And then you just attack right back and take the stone back. All right, classic foils. So now, here's again the scenario. This final card, because I did look, this is a formless foil card. It could be a formless foil mythic. Can we get the double mythic pack? All right, so classic foil, common, uncommon. Did we hit it? We did. This is the back-to-back mythic. So we have a formless foil mythic. It is a power 4 Umbrathian Primordial Sanguist. So we now went from 5 right up to 7 mythics, including a story token and a formless foil. This box is getting better. We're still not amazing. Obviously, amazing is an autograph, and we didn't get that because we have the token OCM. But that is a very nice card. Formless foil Primordius. And we still have 9 packs. All right, this could all of a sudden have gone from a mediocre to an amazing if we still get more mythics. We got 9 packs. We got a potential here. All right, so there's 1, a 2, and a 3. So common, common, story token, uncommon, uncommon, rare of Calder Blazebringer, rare Talmeca Helio, epic, Boundless, common, Thowent, common classic foil, common classic foil story token, and a token. All right, that wasn't a good one, but hey. Still not done yet. All right. So again, we'll go 1, 2, and 3. Common, common, common story token. Uncommon, uncommon, rare, right to an epic. That's good sign. Blazeholm Cathedral should have at least another epic. We have another epic. Kronar Cogmine. Ooh, then right into a common. That's unfortunate. Common classic foil. Common classic foil. Common formless foil, Mask of the Abyss. Thought that pack was going to hit like 3 epics or 2 epics and a mythic right there. All right. All right, again, common story token. Uncommon, uncommon. Rare, Thowwind. Rare, Umbrathine. Epic, Umbrathine. Common. Common classic foil. Common classic foil. Mythic, formless foil. So that is rare. You usually don't get 2 formless foil mythics in a box. You usually get 1. That's usually, it's okay, you're going to get 1, and that's it. To have a second is really good. It is an item. And there's words. It is another story token. This time it is for Xander, so you're going to have that quill right there. It is the Displacer. So went from having a very okay start to we have gone significantly better. All right, so the Displacer for Xander. Equipped Wonder gets +2 power and tap free. Move target enemy to an adjacent round. So you pretty much get to equip this to a card. And doesn't have to be to Xander himself. You can equip to anything. He just has to be on the field to use this. Equip this to a card, and then look at your opponent like, oh, you only have 1 wonder there? Boom. Move it to an adjacent realm, and then next turn attack. So very, very good. All right, we're going to slide these over. We got 4 now. So absolutely amazing. And we still have 6 packs. So we are up to, what do we got? 1, 2, 3 here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mythics. 2 formless foil. 2 classic foil. 1 of which is a story token on paper. So this went from a very mediocre start to a very good. Because normally you might get like 7 paper mythics. But the fact that I only have 3 out of 8 are paper is insane. All right, so common, common, common. Uncommon, uncommon. Rare story token. Rare Umbrathine. Rare Heliosynth. Epic Heliosynth. That looks... oh, that's just a lot of words on a weird color background for that. Okay. Common. Rare Custom Rangefinder, so rare story token classic foil. And uncommon formless foil. All right, again, 1, 2, 3. Common, common, common. Uncommon, uncommon, uncommon. Rare, Boundless. Epic, Heliosynth. Another mythic. Oh, this box got great all of a sudden. So this is a Patreon. Cost or power of 8 Patreon. Not a story token, but it is Verdant Leaf. Or Verdantia. So we had the classic foil, now we just hit the paper. There's a token on the back, so we might as well finish these off and we'll come back to that card. So token, classic, or common, and another common. Alright, but yeah, so Verdantia in paper form now. So both classic foil and paper form for Verdantia. I could just look down at the table and be like, oh, I think I might know what this is. All right, so that is 9, and we still have 4 packs to go. Can we hit a nice double-digit 10 mythics? I'm feeling it. Or in that gold pack, we could hit a mythic. Come on. All right. Come on. I'm feeling it now. Let's hit one more mythic. Boom, boom. So common, 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 uncommon, uncommon, rare Sulfera, rare Foulwind, rare story token for Umbrathene's Lord Kareth, epic Umbrathene, common classic foil, rare classic foil, and token. All right, 3 packs to go. Can we do it? Can we hit one more? Super defeat the math. I think, again, 5 to 9 is the average, so obviously 7 is the pure average, but 5 to 9 is kind of the range you'll see. It's not like 6, 7, 8. It's usually 5 to 9. We're at 9, but can we get up to 10? All right, so common, common, story token. Uncommon, uncommon, rare Heliosynth, rare Heliosynth, epic Boundless, common Foulwind, common classic foil, uncommon classic foil, common classic or formless foil of Transitions End. All right, final 2 packs. There's still a shot that we can get a 10th mythic. Right now, it would be great to get a formless foil Valen Voss, which is like a $1,000 card. Okay. Common, common, common. Uncommon, uncommon, uncommon story token. A rare Sulfera. Epic Sulfera. Epic Umbrathene. Common, common, uncommon formless foil. We didn't get that many formless foils today. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Actually, 12. Okay. So 12 here plus 2, so 14. Okay, so the math's about right. So I believe you're supposed to get about the same amount of formless foils and tokens in classic foil. So we're at 14, and token, I'm assuming, is at 15. Oh, actually, this is a formless foil, too. So we did hit 15 formless foils. All right, so common, common, story token. Uncommon, uncommon, uncommon. Rare, Helio. Rare, Patria. Epic, Umbra. Common, uncommon, and it is a token. All right. So overall, again, this went from a very, what I consider mediocre box in the first 15 to 20 packs to all of a sudden being a really nice box. Formless foil displacer story token for Xander. Paper story token for Drazier Bonelock with Yoella. The formless foil Primordius Sanguis. A Lord Kareth classic foil and Verdantia classic foil. Verdantia paper, along with Crimson Reaver, All Glory, and the Great Horn Prismacian. And then the unfortunate pieces, a token OCM. But we have 1 card left. So let's slide these over here. You'll still be able to see them all. But we have 1 card left. This is our gold pack. So again, this is going to be a card that already exists in the set, but an alternate artwork of that card. It could be an OCM. It could be just the card. First, I don't know which way is the card facing. It's facing that way. Fantastic. So very carefully open this. I try to hold the card because it's only a singular card and then this little topper. So first we do this, which is this is a code to get a free promo pack. They should be coming out later this year in 2026, I'm hoping. You can only do one per household, so if you've done it before, you're not going to be able to do it again, but feel free to go submit that. And let's see what we have. So we'll peek. That is a classic foil. This is an OCM. That is not just a pure classic foil. So you can see the color change on the side there. That is blue, so it's Thalwind. That is an OCM. We got a common OCM of Skyfire Canyon. It is a bookmark. Bookmark means it's on one of the ends. It is number 1 of 99. So this is not only is it alternate artwork, it is the first OCM in that set. This box went from fairly awful, I was worried, I'm like, man, I'm not getting value back here, to absolutely amazing. So 2 formless foil mythics, which normally doesn't happen, one being a story token, a token OCM, which is but then a alternate artwork OCM. It's only common, but still with a 1 out of 99, plus everything else that we got. So overall, I am now very happy with how this box turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's a little bit longer of a video. I was kind of just having fun going with it. Come back for more future videos. From the time you're seeing this, I will have, I believe, at least 2 more Wonders of the First videos. I'm going to have one, which is a Play Booster box break. Similar, the exact same amount of packs as this. That'll go much faster to rip through those. And I will have another What's in the Mail, because I do have a handful of packages coming over Memorial Weekend. I just got involved in like 5 different breaks, and I bought into spots, but then I was in Vegas having fun with my friends, so I didn't actually watch the breaks. So I have no idea if I hit mythics, formless foil, OCMs. I have no idea. So we will see all of those when they get delivered in about a week from now, and I'll do a video of what's in the mail for that. But I, again, appreciate you stopping by and watching this box break video of a collector's booster box, set 2 Call of the Stones of Wonders of the First. This is Olive Trading Post. I am Steve-O, aka Denair17. I will see you next time.